Good morning, everyone. Let me start with a question. What if the secret to firmer, more radiant skin after 60 wasn't sitting in an expensive jar of cream, or a $50 a month collagen powder, but in your grocery store's produce aisle? For years, we've been told that collagen loss is just something we accept as we age. Wrinkles deepen, skin sags, and the solution, we're told, is to buy more collagen in pills, powders, and drinks that promise to turn back the clock. But here's what almost nobody is talking about. Your body doesn't just need more collagen. It needs the right signals to make and protect the collagen it already has. And there's one humble, unglamorous vegetable, something you've probably walked right past 100 times, that does exactly that. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you what this vegetable is, why the science behind it is so compelling, and how something this simple could outperform the supplements lining pharmacy shelves. So if you've ever wondered whether there's a smarter, more natural way to support your skin as you age, stay with me. This might change the way you think about collagen forever. Let's talk about collagen, because for the last decade it's been marketed to us as the holy grail of aging skin. Walk into any pharmacy, scroll through any wellness ad, and you'll see it. Collagen powders, collagen gummies, collagen-infused coffee creamer. The promise is always the same. Take this, and your skin will bounce back the way it did 20 years ago. But here's the question almost nobody stops to ask. When you swallow collagen, does your body actually use it to rebuild your skin? The truth is more complicated than the marketing suggests. Collagen is a protein, and like any protein you eat, whether it's from a steak, an egg, or a scoop of powder, your digestive system doesn't send it straight to your face. It breaks it down into amino acids and peptides first. Those building blocks then get absorbed into your bloodstream and distributed throughout your entire body, wherever they're needed most. Your body doesn't have a little delivery truck that says, this batch goes to the cheeks, this batch goes to the forehead. It gets redistributed based on your body's priorities, and skin, frankly, is not always first in line. So when someone tells you that collagen supplements will restore your skin's youthful firmness, what they're really banking on is a very generous assumption that your body will take those amino acids and specifically reroute them into new collagen fibers in your dermis, rather than using them for muscle repair, gut lining, joint tissue, or the dozens of other places in your body that also rely on collagen. This is where the real issue comes in. As we age, especially after 60s, our bodies naturally slow down collagen production. It's not because we lack raw materials. It's because the internal signaling that tells our skin cells, start making collagen now, becomes weaker. Estrogen decline, increased oxidative stress, years of sun exposure, these all interfere with the enzymes and cellular signals responsible for collagen synthesis. So flooding your system with more raw collagen protein doesn't necessarily fix the problem, because the problem was never really about a shortage of amino acids. It's about your skin cells losing the instructions to build with what they already have. Think of it like a construction site. Collagen supplements are like dropping off more bricks. But if the construction crew has lost the blueprint, if the signal to build is missing, those bricks just sit there, or get shipped off to a different job site entirely. What your skin actually needs isn't more bricks. It needs the blueprint restored. It needs the biological signal that tells your cells, produce collagen, protect the collagen you have, and slow down the enzymes that are breaking it down. This is exactly why so many people take collagen supplements for months and see underwhelming results. It's not that collagen itself is useless. It's that swallowing more of it doesn't address the actual mechanism driving the visible aging of skin. And this is precisely where certain foods change the equation entirely, because some plants don't just supply raw material. They contain specific compounds that directly influence those internal signals, activating the enzymes responsible for collagen synthesis, protecting existing collagen from breakdown, and calming the oxidative stress that accelerates skin aging in the first place. In other words, the smarter approach was never about consuming more collagen. It was about restoring the body's own ability to make and protect it. And that distinction between supplying a raw material versus restoring a biological function is exactly why one particular vegetable has quietly outperformed collagen supplements in real research, without costing anywhere near as much, and without requiring a single pill. For years, I've watched people chase after collagen in all the wrong forms: powders, pills, drinks, while walking straight past the very thing that could have made the biggest difference, sitting quietly in the produce section for less than $1. So let me finally answer the question I've been building toward. What is this vegetable? It's the red bell pepper. I know, it doesn't sound glamorous. There's no marketing campaign, no celebrity endorsement, no sleek packaging promising to restore your youth. It's just a vegetable most of us have eaten 100 times without ever thinking twice about it. But that's exactly why almost nobody realizes what it's capable of. Here's the first thing that makes red bell peppers extraordinary. They contain more vitamin C, gram for gram, than an orange. In fact, one medium red bell pepper can provide well over 150% of your daily recommended vitamin C, nearly triple what you'd get from a comparable serving of citrus. And vitamin C isn't just a nice-to-have nutrient for your immune system. It plays a role that is absolutely non-negotiable when it comes to collagen. Remember what we talked about earlier? How collagen synthesis in your body depends on your cells actually receiving the right signal to build. Vitamin C is one of the most critical cofactors in that entire process. Without adequate vitamin C, your body physically cannot complete the enzymatic reactions required to stabilize and cross-link collagen fibers. You can eat all the collagen protein in the world, but if your vitamin C levels are low, your body cannot properly assemble that raw material into strong, functional collagen structures in your skin. This is not a minor detail, it's foundational. It's the difference between having bricks lying around and having a crew that actually knows how to mortar them together. But the story doesn't stop at vitamin C. Red bell peppers are also loaded with carotenoids, the pigments responsible for that deep, vibrant red color. These carotenoids, including beta-carotene and capsaicin, act as some of nature's most efficient antioxidants. And this matters enormously for skin, because one of the primary reasons collagen breaks down as we age isn't simply time, it's oxidative stress. Free radicals generated by sun exposure, pollution, and normal metabolic processes attack collagen fibers and accelerate their degradation. The carotenoids in red bell peppers work to neutralize those free radicals before they have the chance to damage your skin's structural framework. What's remarkable is that this combination, like high vitamin C paired with a dense concentration of carotenoids, creates something of a two-part defense system. One nutrient helps your body build and stabilize new collagen. The other helps protect the collagen you already have from being broken down prematurely. Very few foods offer both of these mechanisms simultaneously, and even fewer offer them in the quantities found in something as ordinary and accessible as a red bell pepper. And there's something else worth pointing out. Unlike collagen supplements, which rely on your digestive and circulatory systems to break down animal-derived protein and hope it gets redirected to your skin, the nutrients in red bell peppers work through pathways your body already understands and prioritizes efficiently. Vitamin C, in particular, is water-soluble and readily absorbed, meaning your body can put it to use almost immediately, supporting collagen synthesis at the cellular level rather than waiting on an uncertain redistribution process. This is why researchers studying skin aging have increasingly turned their attention to vitamin C-rich, antioxidant-dense vegetables rather than collagen supplementation alone. It's not that collagen doesn't matter, it's that a piece of produce many of us have overlooked for years happens to support the two processes that matter most: building new collagen correctly and protecting the collagen that's already there. And for something that costs less than a specialty coffee, sitting quietly in the produce aisle of nearly every grocery store in the country, that's a discovery worth paying attention to. Now let's go deeper into the actual mechanism, because understanding what a food does is interesting, but understanding how it does it is what actually convinces you this isn't just another wellness trend. At the center of everything is an enzyme most people have never heard of, prolyl hydroxylase. This enzyme is responsible for one very specific but absolutely essential job. It stabilizes the collagen molecule by hydroxylating proline, one of the amino acids that makes up collagen's triple helix structure. Without this hydroxylation step, collagen fibers are structurally weak and unstable. They can't hold their shape, they can't provide the firmness and elasticity we associate with youthful skin, and they break down far more quickly than properly formed collagen. Here's the critical detail. Prolyl hydroxylase cannot function without vitamin C. It's not optional. It's not a minor boost. Vitamin C is a required cofactor for this enzyme to work at all. This is precisely why people with severe vitamin C deficiency, historically seen in cases of scurvy, experience skin that becomes fragile, wounds that won't heal, and connective tissue that literally falls apart. That's not a coincidence. That's collagen synthesis grinding to a halt because the enzyme responsible for stabilizing it has no fuel to run on. So when you eat a red bell pepper, packed with more vitamin C than an orange, you're directly supplying the fuel this enzyme needs to properly construct and stabilize collagen fibers in your skin. This is fundamentally different from simply ingesting collagen protein and hoping your body redirects it appropriately. This is providing the exact biochemical cofactor required for your own skin cells, your fibroblasts, to manufacture strong, properly structured collagen from scratch, using the machinery your body already has in place. But building new collagen is only half the equation. The other half is preventing the collagen you already have from being destroyed, and this is where a second mechanism comes into play, one involving an enzyme family called matrix metalloproteinases, or MMPs. These enzymes are naturally present in your skin, and their job is to break down old or damaged collagen so it can be replaced. In a young, healthy system, this is a normal part of tissue turnover. But as we age, and especially with prolonged sun exposure, MMP activity increases significantly, meaning collagen gets broken down faster than it can be rebuilt. This is one of the primary drivers of visible skin aging, not just slower collagen production, but accelerated collagen destruction. This is where the carotenoids in red bell peppers, particularly capsaicin and beta-carotene, become so important. Research has shown that these carotenoids help suppress excessive MMP activity, essentially putting the brakes on the enzymes that would otherwise be tearing down collagen fibers at an accelerated rate. At the same time, their antioxidant properties neutralize reactive oxygen species, the unstable molecules generated by UV exposure and environmental stress that trigger MMP activation in the first place. So you have a compound that works both upstream by reducing the oxidative triggers and downstream by calming the enzymatic activity itself. When you put these two mechanisms together, you start to see why this isn't just a nice nutritional bonus. It's a coordinated biochemical intervention. Vitamin C activates the enzyme responsible for building strong, properly structured collagen. Carotenoids suppress the enzymes and oxidative processes responsible for tearing that same collagen down. One vegetable, two distinct pathways, both converging on the same outcome: more resilient, better structured skin. Compare that to a typical collagen supplement, which delivers protein fragments into a digestive and circulatory system that offers no guarantee those fragments will be prioritized for skin repair, using no mechanism to activate the enzymes needed to build new collagen, and offering no protection against the enzymes actively breaking existing collagen down. It's addressing, at best, a fraction of the actual biological picture. Red bell peppers, through vitamin C and carotenoids working together, are addressing the mechanism at its source, which is exactly why researchers have found their impact on skin structure to be so much more significant than isolated collagen supplementation alone. Now let's talk about the part everyone actually wants to know. How do you put this into practice? Because understanding the science is one thing, but if it doesn't translate into something simple you can do starting tomorrow morning, it's just interesting trivia. The good news is that this is, without question, one of the easiest changes you will ever make to support your skin. You don't need to buy anything exotic. You don't need a subscription. You don't need to measure out powders or remember to take pills at specific times of day. You need one red bell pepper and about 10 minutes. Let's start with how much you actually need. Research suggests that roughly one medium red bell pepper per day is enough to provide well over 150% of your daily vitamin C requirement, along with a meaningful dose of carotenoids like beta-carotene and capsaicin. That's it. You don't need 3 servings a day. You don't need to overhaul your diet. One pepper, incorporated consistently, is enough to keep supplying your body with the raw materials that fuel prolyl hydroxylase and the antioxidant defenses that suppress collagen-degrading enzymes. Now, how you eat it matters more than people realize. Vitamin C is heat-sensitive and water-soluble, which means that boiling a red bell pepper for an extended period, or overcooking it until it's soft and limp, can significantly reduce its vitamin C content. The most effective way to preserve those nutrients is to eat it raw, or with minimal cooking. Sliced raw into strips, red bell pepper makes an easy addition to a salad, a wrap, or simply eaten on its own with a bit of hummus or olive oil. If you prefer it cooked, a quick sauté of just 2 to 3 minutes, or a light roast, preserves far more of the vitamin C than boiling or long roasting at high heat. For those who want to maximize the benefit even further, pairing red bell pepper with a small amount of healthy fat, olive oil, avocado, or a handful of nuts, can help with the absorption of the carotenoids, since these compounds are fat-soluble. So something as simple as red bell pepper strips drizzled with olive oil or tossed into a salad with avocado isn't just a tasty combination. It's a combination that actually enhances how well your body absorbs and uses these compounds. If you're someone who struggles to remember to add vegetables into your day intentionally, here's a simple approach. Treat your red bell pepper the way you might treat a daily vitamin. Same time, same place, built into a routine you already have. Add it to your morning eggs. Slice it up and keep it in the fridge as a ready-to-go snack. Blend it into a vegetable juice alongside carrots or tomatoes. Add it to a stir-fry near the end of cooking, rather than the beginning, so it retains more of its nutrients. The method matters far less than the consistency. And here's the part that I think is most important to sit with. This isn't a temporary fix or a short-term experiment. This is a sustainable, long-term habit that costs a fraction of what most collagen supplements cost per month, uses no synthetic ingredients, requires no proprietary formulas, and works through your body's own natural biochemical pathways rather than bypassing them. There's no risk of unknown side effects from a manufactured supplement, no guessing about sourcing or purity, and no need to trust a label promising results that clinical evidence often struggles to support. What you're doing, essentially, is giving your skin the two things it needs most as you age: the fuel to build strong new collagen, and the protection to preserve the collagen already there, through a food that's been sitting in grocery stores this entire time, overlooked and underestimated. 10 minutes of preparation, one inexpensive vegetable. A choice you can start making as soon as you leave here today, without changing anything else about your routine, without spending anywhere near what you would on a jar of collagen powder, and without waiting months to wonder whether it's actually working. So here's what I want you to walk away with. Aging skin was never really about a lack of collagen. It was about losing the signals your body needs to build it and protect it. And it turns out one of the most powerful tools for restoring those signals isn't hiding in a supplement aisle. It's been sitting quietly in the produce section the whole time. Inexpensive, accessible, and backed by real science. Start tomorrow. One red bell pepper, 10 minutes. That's all it takes to begin giving your skin what it's actually been missing. If this changed the way you think about collagen and aging, I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment and let me know which vegetable surprised you the most, or if you've noticed a difference after trying this yourself. And if you found this valuable, subscribe, so you don't miss the next discovery that could change the way you age. Thank you for spending this time with me.